What's cracking? It's your favorite day of the week. And that's because we got the hottest set of twins, Queen Reese and Sway Swiss, always giving you that motivation and that inspiration. So congratulations on tapping in with the twins. Let's go.
It's time to tap in.
Yeah.
It's time to tap in.
Yeah.
It's time to tap in.
Tap in with the twins right
It's
now.
time to tap in.
Yes, sir.
It's time to tap in. It's
Your
time
favorite
to
set of
tap
twins.
in. Tap in with the twins.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Episode 6, Tap In with the Twins.
What's that? Yeah.
Hold on, a little piece of hair right there. That's my new little twang, I'm throwing at the end of the intro song. Yeah. You know what I mean? Booking info. P dropped the booking info down there at the bottom.
DJ Sway. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Host Sway. What is it?
A little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
MC.
What do you call it?
Yeah, MC. What's up? Episode 6.
y'all?
How you
Episode
doing,
6.
twin?
I'm doing good.
I like this, not seeing you until we come to the show. You know what I
It
mean?
is pretty cool.
It'd be hard.
You be
Sometimes
looking
I want to hug you. Like,
I
hey,
know. You be looking the same.
sis. I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that. Is that good?
Take it, yes.
Okay,
You're
great.
not aging.
Oh, got
I
it,
was
got
really
it.
being funny. I actually was gonna imply we be looking the same.
All right, y'all.
But
All right.
how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Can't complain, man.
Hey,
I can't
we
do
blessed.
too much talking about what I got going on.
Right.
Until it's done. But
I
I'm
know
feeling
that's
good,
right.
though. I'm feeling good.
Moving in silence.
Yes, sir. So I know we
Yes,
said
yes.
we were going to follow up from episode 5,
Yes.
right? We was going to have a part 2. And to be honest with y'all, I was like, you know what? We're not about to keep talking about this shit. Let's go on and move on. But because we promised a part 2, we're going to go ahead and just
Give it to y'all.
give it to y'all real quick and then
Right.
kind of, flow in and out of it real
Right.
quick. But for those of you that for some reason may have skipped over episode 5, which you need to
tripping.
go back and check that
Yeah,
one out.
yeah.
Shit gets real spicy on there. We were just kind of discussing, it was kind of more about me that day, or that
was.
episode.
Sway
and
day.
just tapping into my lifestyle and my experience as a homosexual and kind of growing up and, coming out to my mother and my sister and
Being accepted and
being
society.
accepted. We were talking about just people, if we thought people are born gay or not, and the fact that we believe some people are because
Right.
who would choose to struggle and kind of go through the life with all the difficulties.
Right.
So to follow up with that, we also talked about my first girlfriend being a stud, a basketball player. But let me say this though real quick. Once I realized that I could get feminine girls, it was a whole nother story.
was
You hear me?
over.
Whole nother. I was like, wait, hold on. Like, she gay. Listen, it was a beautiful thing. I felt like the woman. Like, for real. I was like, oh, this is smooth. I can get
Man.
a feminine girl. I just think women are so
Now
beautiful.
she got the most sexiest chocolatey,
Ooh.
New
Don't send them to my
New York,
Don't send them to my boo page. Listen.
right. I'm gonna
Fiance
put
for sure.
put her
She
ad put her ad at the bottom.
Look, my fiance so popping. Dudes be thinking she ain't with you she with you for your money. She with you. I be like, y'all niggas is silly.
Nah, she
First
love
of all,
her.
she was with me before a lot of this stuff even happened. Matter of
Facts.
fact, she was with me when we went to go tour Encore. The first Encore, when we first went to tour it, and then I toured
That's
like
right.
20 other buildings and ended up going back to that location. But she was with me when I was touring there. So,
Yes.
But it's funny, just dudes. It's usually a lot of hater dudes. That
Right,
Just don't
that's all it
believe
would be.
that women really love other women. Like a lot of times they take our relationship as a joke. For
Right.
real. Like they
I
get a
can
little
believe it.
disrespectful. I always have to just let them know, like, listen, treat this shit how you would want me to treat your relationship. Period.
Right.
I don't care because it's two women. Have the same respect for a heterosexual couple.
Right.
So yeah.
Speaking of that, and you opening your salon suites and just all your success and stuff, do you feel like or think that being a homosexual has hindered your success at all?
No, I wouldn't say that.
That's good. Any
I wouldn't say
challenges or
that.
just
I think a lot of it has to do with me just being super confident. I think if you're just so confident in your
Yes.
damn self, like, and you walk in, even if it's a business situation, and you walk into that shit so confident, they ain't really paying too much attention to
Very
what
true.
you look like or what you have on. Once you just dominate and let them know, look, I'm me. How
Right.
you doing today? Hey,
Hello.
how are you? Okay, we can sit right here. Yes. Boom, bam, boom.
yes.
So I think that has a lot to do with it. When you walk in kind of insecure, I think you kind of stand out a little bit more. But I think I'm just so confident that it's nothing nobody can say. For
I
real.
know that's
And if
right.
so, they
Say
not
that
going to say it
shit.
to me.
Hello.
Because I'm sure that they're saying something, but they definitely not going to have the balls to say it to me. But I'm sure that, I'm sure that there's been situations maybe that I'm unaware of where people may have tried to shut me out of a situation. You know what I mean? And I definitely create my own lane. But that's the thing. Like, to any other homosexuals out there, like, I really hate saying homosexuals and lesbians. I really hate even referring to myself as that, for real. I know that's what I am, but I just like to say I'm a woman and I like women if somebody asks. But you guys just don't let that be a hinder to your success.
Right.
Like, don't let it. It doesn't have to be. I don't care what anybody tells you or how many no's you get. Find another way around it if you have to. But just be super confident in who you are. I promise you that's going to go a long way. You feel me? So don't give the excuse that, I can't make it because I'm gay.
Exactly.
They won't give me a chance because I'm gay.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Right.
And if you think that person isn't giving you a chance because you're gay, then find another route. Find another
Just definitely
route.
don't get discouraged because of it. Definitely, like.
Exactly. It's a lot of us out here now. It's a lot of us out here that are in top positions, that are successful. You know, council women, just club owners, salon owners, artists, music artists. Like, we are here and we're being more accepted. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Cool. Glad to hear that.
So, did you have something?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to also say this too. This
What?
might be a little interesting too, but not that anybody really cares, but maybe you guys, might want to know. But I do plan on carrying a child. I actually want to carry the child myself, right? And so, of course, some people think, well, how the hell you think? I'm milk. I'm using vitamin D milk. Like, what do you think? You feel me? Like, I have to find a way to make it happen. So, but people have some, I've shared that with some people that really, really know me. They know I already have the name for my son. What's his name?
Urijah.
All right, now you better know. What's his name?
Urijah.
Hey, son.
Hi, nephew.
Come here. Stop. That really made me feel good. Oh, my goodness.
I can't wait.
I need to borrow somebody's baby.
But I know you have been talking about that, and
for a long time,
right?
A long time. Then
what's
I considered adopting, because my fiance's adopted. So I was like, well, you know what? Let's adopt. You know what I mean? But because I feel like I don't have the time to carry. But then I really do want to carry because I just want to experience that, and I want my seed to come out of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really want to experience that, and
so
yeah.
Where you at with it right now? I mean, what's your and I mean, if you need a carrier.
I do.
If you need a carrier, holla at your girl.
I need a carrier.
I got you.
What you got?
I've been told you I would carry your baby.
I don't want none of them little street niggas you be with.
You get to pick your baby.
I don't want none of them niggas you mess with. No, thank you.
I don't know that man. That was my past, baby. No, but actually, you get to pick the baby daddy.
What you mean?
I don't know if you go find a nigga.
Don't play with me. You laughing a lot right now. I'm dead serious. Like, let's stop this podcast.
No, on a serious note. No, I don't got no. Obviously, my pickings ain't the best. So no, that was the past. But no, I swear I really will carry for you if you needed me to. Now
that's what you were saying. You will actually carry for me.
What you thought I was carrying?
I don't know it registered. I was thinking donor when you said. I was thinking like I thought you said you need a donor. We was all
on different pages. No, baby, I'm talking about. But I believe it'd be dope if you carry because I do believe it would be a dope experience. So I actually would love to see you pregnant, just sitting here right. You probably still be all swollen shit, sitting right here, still just belly bumping the mic, forgetting it's there, right? No, I would love to see that, but I'm just saying for any reason. If not, I really would carry for you.
That's pretty big. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we have this on recording. I'm really glad that we
just do a song before I get in my.
I was thinking that if I had somebody carry for me, I think I would be just so anal and just
I feel like you would want me to live with you.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah.
You need to get up.
Never mind.
You need to eat breakfast.
Never mind.
Where's your water? No smoking. No drinking.
Oh, never mind.
You can't even be around it. Listen,
never mind.
Like, make sure my baby is good. No, but I appreciate that. You have mentioned that before. That's super, super dope.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been revisiting the thought, and I'm just trying to figure out. The hardest part is trying to find somebody to carry. Like, I actually met with two guys. One guy just kind of shared something with me that I really respected and appreciated that he did, but yeah.
It's like next.
And so, but it's really difficult. Like, imagine having to really try to find a guy and sit down with them and talk to them and be like, hey, can I borrow your sperm? You know what I mean? Like, it really is uncomfortable, and it's like, it's awkward. You know what I mean? So, a few times I did have conversations with people, and it didn't work out, it was real discouraging. I was like, ugh, because I just
bet.
hated even having to go through it. Like one guy, like I said, we met about 2 or 3 times, and it didn't work out, and I was just like, man, damn, like this is difficult because I really do want my child to have like a father figure of some sort, you know, even if it's a godfather or something like that. So
Right.
that was my goal. I was trying to shoot for somebody that, you know, we can kind of co-parent, still respect each other's relationship. I know some people probably think that's strange or impossible, but it's definitely possible.
Yes.
And yeah, you know, somebody just to I'm about to say build a family with, have a baby with, and respect each other's separate families. But shout out to, I know a lot of women out there, lesbian couples that have babies that have went through the process. Like my homie Q, they just had a second baby actually.
Right.
And she's
So
one
dope.
person that I consulted when I was considering it, doing it. And it's just such a beautiful thing to me. Like,
It is.
I just think it's a beautiful thing, and I would love to experience that. Shout out to my homie Guate. She just had her baby.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I know, right?
So, and any possible can look if y'all know somebody.
Oh shit! Listen, you doing too
Any
many press
possible
for these
candidates
episodes.
out here?
I do not do that. You know.
No. They gonna be-
Listen,
Any
they
possible
like, yeah, I'll fuck her.
candidates that-
That's all they be wanting.
Right.
They
This
be,
is
no,
not-
we're not having sex.
Right.
Calm
Know
down,
that.
sir.
There's
Calm down, sir. Calm down.
No, but I really do pray that. I know you've been talking about it for a minute, and I know that I really feel like that's one thing that would fulfill you, and that's just me saying that without being you, but I just know it's something you're super excited about and something you want
Very true.
very bad, so I just know that it could just make you ultra happy. So I pray that however it happens that you figure it out, because I know you'll be an awesome mom.
Yeah.
And that just makes me think, like, you know, as far as you mentioning you want to have a child, I know most people kind of just assume, like, lesbians or homosexuals, whatever, that have a, I don't even know what to call you. I call you look swaggy, but
Thank you.
the slight tomboyish look or whatever. They kind of just assume that they want to be boys and that they want to be, you know, men, I guess. Like,
Yep.
what are your opinions on that? Like, I feel like.
Well, real quick sidebar for those of you that don't know, the turkey baster actually does work. No, for real, I know 2 women that actually used the turkey baster method and it worked. They
Yeah,
actually
that's
went
true.
to the doctor first and that method didn't work, and then they came home and tried the turkey baster and it worked. Just for those who listening who may want to know. But good question. Well, I don't even know if it was a question, but good statement or whatever you made in regards to, you know, people just assuming that women like me want to be men.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if you don't know me already, I'm pretty raw. I'm pretty transparent. I tell it like it is. I don't beat around no bush. But listen, I love my female body. I love my female body. I do not want to be a man. Now, I can't speak. I love my breasts and
I
my
was gonna
butt,
say, she
everything.
do.
Like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I love my body. I do. You know, and I accept it. Like, it's my body. I love it. Love your body.
That's what's up.
No matter how it looks, or you know what I mean? Or how you feel about it. Just find a way to just love yourself inside first.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
Exactly.
I do think that there are some women that do want to be men. Not the ones that actually transition, but some that are just like really hard tomboys. You know,
Some even wear the fake straps.
They do. How you know?
I've heard.
Oh, who told you? Who told you? I'm just curious. How'd you hear?
Probably. I feel like I'm trying to think. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I feel like. Well, I probably saw. I hate you.
Listen.
I feel like I saw something on social media not too long ago, but I feel like it was somebody in Detroit back in your double life
Oh,
days.
in my double. Now it's
In
back
your
to me.
double life
Oh,
days.
my double. Oh, so back when we was in high school, you had found this out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good little idea.
Oh, please, no. I don't know nothing about no girl with no strap. Nothing about it.
Man, like I put you on blast.
Yeah.
How you
Don't
know,
try
nigga?
me. Don't try me. I know a lot. Being your
I
twin,
clearly.
I know a lot.
I don't know how you knew
Shall
that.
I elaborate?
I don't wear one, so I don't know how you knew that part.
No, I wasn't seeing from you when I ain't ever experienced one. So, look, I know what I know from. Let me shut up.
Yeah, look, dig yourself
But
in
no,
because you know I'm
look,
gonna keep you in there.
look.
No.
I ain't been with no woman, and if I did, I wouldn't be ashamed to say it. Please know that. But no, I do know some that do take it to that extreme,
they
and I
do.
will say that's
They
one
do.
thing I've always loved about you is that I feel like you don't try to be no man. Like you know, you are who you are. You got your whole swag.
Fuck
I
you.
don't know niggas. Like
Man,
period. The fuck.
Man
But
around here, cuz, full female, cuz. You saying, bruh?
But I love how.
Hey, I hope y'all watch this on YouTube so y'all can actually see us. I know some of y'all just listen to us, but tap into the YouTube, y'all.
Right.
Tap in.
Because this fool here is a whole character. And they only met, what, two of the 200 characters you got. But like I was saying, I've just always admired how you, you know, you don't, I've never felt like you've tried to be a man. You are who you are. You don't try to talk deep. You don't try to, you really are a female in every sense of the word.
You right,
what?
you right.
You was finna do
I
some
hear you.
stupid
I
shit.
hear you, though. You right.
But I love that. I feel like you really are just genuinely you, like, period. You know, and it's unfortunate because who knows what's going through the brains of people who feel like they do want to be a man, where they go to the extremes of wearing straps. And who knows, maybe those are people who plan to fully transition, or I don't know, because I couldn't imagine just walking around with a whole fake body part and, you know, feeling like that maybe fulfills me.
I ain't
So
putting no fake dick on top of this pussy. I ain't putting no fake dick on top of this pussy here. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Not all day. Let me be clear. I ain't wearing it all day.
no, you
Didn't. We play around, you know. But
when y'all play
so
around.
Anyway, next episode. Cut. This gonna be a short one.
Oh man. Oh man.
But no, you honestly made a good point, and I think it is a lot of people that do want to transition, and it's expensive. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's a process.
I can imagine.
They have to go through counseling, which I encourage. I hope it's required. I hope counseling is required. I do believe that it is. But I feel like if it's something that you really want to do, if you're uncomfortable in your skin and you really do want to transition, then just invest in yourself. Right. Save up and make it happen. Right. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's definitely possible. But I feel like some people just kind of being lazy about it. Like, if that's who you really want to be, put some fight into it. You know what I mean? And do what you got to do to be happy. But don't be wasting time just straddling the fence. You know what I mean? On both sides. But I do believe there are some women. I know some studs that really. Hell, I'm convinced they men. You know what I mean? Like, they really hard. You know what I mean?
Mannerisms and everything is just manly.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, but it's not. But not all of us. That was my point. Not all of us want to be men. Like I said, I definitely don't. I know a lot of my friends. We don't want to be men. We just like who we are. Right. And that's that. I just definitely want to make that clear because you know that's the first little diss that a little hater man to say. You want to be a nigga so bad. Right. Actually, I don't. Right. Actually, I don't. But you know, some men they hate. They're a little intimidated by women like me. Mm-hmm. They have the right to be. They have a right to be. Women are kind of. I mean, we are pulling some bad ones. I will say that we are coming through pretty tough. You know, and men just fucking up so bad. So y'all making it pretty easy for us.
Man.
But I think that so many people don't understand that. Like nowadays, everybody just want love. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter what form, it don't matter what sex the person is. For real. As you get older, you like, look, I just want love. Right. I want somebody that's gonna pay attention to me, somebody that's gonna love me for who I am, somebody that's gonna, you know, make me better somehow. You know what I mean? And if it happens to be, if I'm a man and if I'm a woman and it happens to be another woman, it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like I've dated some women that y'all will really be surprised. Like I ain't trying to brag. I mean, but listen, but for real, like some women that even I was surprised, like dang, you know, but I could tell that they just really just wanted love, like that's all it is. You know what I mean? So just a tip to the men out there, man.
And it don't hurt that you cute, like that's like that. But
It hurt a little bit. It do, but I get what you're saying though. It definitely hurt them.
I will say in this. So just to before I take it left though, but you're right. You know, people do just want love nowadays, and you know, once you get to a certain level of maturity, you realize like sex really is just a bonus. Like that's not the core part of what brings people together or what should ultimately like, you know, tie y'all together. Like again, sex should really just be a bonus. It's really just about love and just understanding and just finding somebody that you can just, you know, just have fun with, spend life with, talk to, all that shit, you know. So like I said, everybody do just want love, and if they find it in another form, then so be it. Like I said, if it's not hurting you.
Exactly. So like I was saying, man, it really is so much easier than y'all think to keep these women happy. Mm-hmm. Just pay attention a little bit. You know what I mean? They just want the small things, you know. And like I said, like she said, it ain't just about sex. Sex is important. You feel me? But and it's mostly mental anyway. So
right.
Dang, stuff keep popping in my head. I'm like, don't say that.
No, I swear. Look, there's a couple things. That's why I keep like I'm trying not to get you laughing and trying not to.
Come on, we keep it raw, twin.
I know.
Let's go.
All right, what you were gonna say?
I was about to throw it on you.
No, I was about to say one of the 10 things I thought of. The latest was I was just saying like with you, it's funny because I feel like you do make some women curious who maybe weren't. I don't even know why I'm finna
No, I'm
say
listening.
this.
Go ahead.
You do make some women curious with your
You
little
talking
fake ass charm, or no, I'm just like, sorry, I hate you. But just how you carry yourself, you just being a positive, motivational person, you being decent looking, I think that because I know that it just over the years, it's been people, people that we've even went to school with who may even have had something to say in the past, honestly.
Go ahead.
Why does it seem like some 6ix9ine shit, just trolling, just petty and
Blowing kisses to you bitches. No, I'm just playing. Mwah. Yeah, you missed out. Back then, you ain't want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me. Yeah. Yeah.
Shaw, come get your fiance. But because there would, I would just get remarks from people or messages from people just randomly over the years who would just make little remarks, rather just implying that
Like
they
who?
none of your damn business.
Alright.
I ain't never exposing nobody.
Alright.
But just know they be
What name start with
looking.
an E? Start with an E?
AEIOU.
Oh, all right.
But because the people just are, I feel like, attracted to a good person, period. So, they may it may be a woman who just feels like they're absolutely would never be with a woman and just could never see themselves being with a woman, and they see somebody like you who they like, dang, she kind of cool and she's successful and she down to earth and she loving and she, it's a lot of great qualities about you. It's almost hard for somebody to be like, it's the last time I'll ever do this. But you do be making women curious from what I've been hearing.
You've been hearing a lot. You got some nice set of ears on
But
you.
I did just want to ask, like, why do we think, I know we be mentioning as far as society and stuff, and just, like we even mentioned as far as people choosing to be gay or not, that who would really decide to wake up and just want to be gay and deal with the bullshit that comes with society. So I'm just kind of curious, like, why do we think society, those people who do have a problem with it, like, why do they have a problem with it, or why is it difficult for them to accept? Why do you think?
First, real quick, another side note. I know you kind of moved fast on the part when you was kind of talking about me.
I try to keep it moving.
I just want to say that I do hear that often, like, I don't like girls, but I like you. And I have been with women that's like, look, I'll never be with another woman, but, I'm with you. So I just wanted to add
sway way.
to it. Just a little something. Just
I
to
tried
show
to
you that
speak
what you're
past
saying
it.
is facts. That's all. That's all. Fact checking. But I really think I think the reason why it makes some people uncomfortable is either for religious reasons, or I think sometimes they are truly just disgusted by it. And
right.
The other thing is, I think especially when it's kids around, I think that's when parents or adults are super overly protective. Like, listen, keep that shit away from my kids. I don't want you to have an influence on my kids.
Right.
So that's personally why I think that,
Yeah, I agree. I feel like a lot of it is the religious. Like a lot of people that I know who families don't accept them, whatever the case is, it is for religious reasons. I feel like most of the time.
Right.
And then followed by, like you said, they just don't care for it, don't like it. And it's like people got to understand, we all probably do something in some way, shape, or form that somebody doesn't like, that somebody doesn't care for, that somebody, like we all just got to stop being so quick to just judge people and, feel some type of way about what they choose to do with their life. Again, like I keep saying, especially if it's not hurting you. But I agree, and I wish they would stop being so disgusted by it. However, there are some people that can just be overly over the top with it and make it come off disgusting. And that can be with any sex, man, woman, man, whatever the case is. But
no, that's true.
That's true. I think it definitely just sucks when you have to deal with society, when you have to deal with not only society but your family as well. So that's why I wish families at least would be more accepting, because they already have to deal with the battles of society. So
exactly, and I remember when I was just transitioning into like who I am today. I just remember it being really like stressful and just really like I did go through a phase where I was like kind of depressed because I didn't know how to be confident.
Right.
Because I knew that somebody didn't like me.
Right.
Simply because of how I looked. You know what I mean? So it took me a minute to just really keep convincing myself, like,
I bet.
You the woman, you the
I
shit.
know that's
Like, be
right.
confident, be confident, be confident, be confident. And as I kept doing it, I was seeing, like, look, they respect that. Then it just, it kind of motivated me to keep going. But I remember definitely just it being a lot on me. Like, damn, man, this is a lot. So,
Yeah.
man, y'all don't understand what we deal with just individually inside
Right.
without the family.
Right.
So, man, if you have a relative or something, like, just love them. That's all that they need is love. We all need love, regardless. At the end of the day, you know what I mean. So,
yes, we all need it.
just do your best to just support them. You don't have to agree with everything, but just don't give them a hard time. They already got to deal with society, and just it's a lot of shit to deal with. It really is a lot to deal with, and that's why a lot of people go through counseling. So,
Right.
shout out to everybody that's living in their truth.
Yes.
But
definitely.
enough about me, though. Hold on, let's get to the most important thing here that we all
They
want
ain't
to know.
here
I know
for
the
me.
world has been dying to
They ain't here for me.
find this out.
So this is about
But
you, boo.
how is it? Hold on. It's okay.
It's okay. You got to learn. See, this is a lesson here. When something happens, you just got to learn how to get through it. You don't stop. You don't freeze up. You get through
Right.
it.
Ain't no pause in the camera.
Now, as you were.
Like I was saying, the whole world wants to know this.
What? I feel like it's about to be some bullshit.
How is it being straight? Like, how is it being a heterosexual? It just
Straight is
seems
great.
strange. Like, I mean, it's a lot of you guys out there, and I'm trying to understand, like, where did you guys come from, and just how is it dating a man? Like,
Well,
like, who dates the opposite sex? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who dates the opposite sex? Why? Why are we dating the opposite of? Like, I just want to, understand that.
It's great given it's the right situation, of course. As you all know, I always talk about my experiences haven't been the best. But straight is great. I think I like being with a man. Straight is great. I just feel like a man makes me feel the right man. Let me be clear. Because, in any relationship, it can either, I feel like, break you and make you. And our relationships are ultimately supposed to elevate you, period. So I feel like the right man can only make me feel that much more confident and secure with myself. The right man that really loves me the right way, I feel like would just make me, I could only just feel better and be better with the right man behind me. Something about a man, just their whole body, their whole feeling, their whole, just sometimes the way they just walk. I just like niggas.
Okay.
Again, the right one, because some men I can't stand how they carry themselves, but it is a big turn on to me, a man that just really carries himself with respect, still got a little hood to him, a little bit, a little tank.
You like a little hood to him. You like a lot of hood to
But
him.
still can handle business and still like this is an example, not to imply nothing, but Mr. 2 Weeks Out.
Okay.
I just like how, and I love Mrs. 2 Weeks Out. Please
And I
know
love
that.
Mrs. 2 Weeks Out too. Just make that No,
But
shout
I
out
don't
to
know
them, that
why he
dope
came to
couple.
my man. You hear me? I don't know why he came to my
Stop
man.
Playing now. Stop playing. Stop playing now.
I don't know why he came to my mind. Because he is a little hood. Like,
He is.
But
I
he
like-
still handle his shit. He's still
Yes.
well respected. He knows when and when not to be hood, but he is still very much himself and still very successful the legit way. He's had his past even, that he shared as far as his past wasn't always the greatest, but he just made the best out of it and still remained true to who he is. And
Facts.
that would be a good example. A little taller, but that would be a good example.
Don't do my dog like that.
No, I know I'm being funny, but I love them. Like you said, they're a dope couple, and mad respect to both of them. But
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know what I love about them though is that they're so different. I tell people this all the time.
Yeah.
Like Jason is Mr. 2 Weeks Out is so. He's like more on the hood side, and then you got Halani, Miss 2 Weeks
Right.
Out. She goes to church. She do Bible study. She doesn't cuss. Jason cusses. When he
Up a
cusses, she
storm.
like, stop cussing. Like, they really are individuals, but they love each other for who they are.
Exactly.
And I tell people about them all the time because I'm like, man, you hardly see this. Like, she could have been like, I don't want to be with this nigga. He too hood. He'll shoulder strap and all that. And he could have been like, I ain't trying to go be with her. She too Christian. Like, he don't go to church. She go to church. Like, I just think it's so dope that they can find a way to still just be together and be happy and support each other. You know what I mean? So shout out to them, man. I definitely admire them, their business and their relationship, their family, everything. So
Yeah.
Y'all check them out if y'all not following them already. They're pretty
Right.
cool, interesting, funny
Yes.
couple. So
Yeah, check them out.
shout out to them.
But yeah, that would be like I said, an example.
Got you.
of
No,
the
I feel
type
you
of
on
man,
that. Like you said, have a little balance. Like me,
Right.
kind of. Like I'm,
Yeah,
I'll turn
no
up a little
facts.
bit, but
'Cause
you
you a
know, all
killer.
behind scenes. But I still know how to take care of business, and that just all go down to just balance, like you said, and
Right.
knowing when to turn it on and off. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
And like you said, accepting whoever you decide to be with for who they are, and not trying to change. I know we all like. I guess we can kind of maybe just talk a little briefly about relationships though, but I know that we all, have to compromise to some degree when we're with somebody and change some things, but we should
Right.
never really change the core of who we are. And
Exactly.
it's a little tricky saying that because we
Right.
all are supposed to elevate, mature, and grow and change for the better. But you should never have to just totally change who you are unless you just are a terrible person.
Right.
Then please change. But, just finding a compromise where y'all can still love each other for who you are. And, you're never going to find somebody that's just 100% what you want. We all have our flaws. We all have
right.
our issues and things like that. So just learn to love each other.
Learn each other and just appreciate the positive more than the bad, and sometimes just learning to live with like some of their flaws. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not going to be able to change all of their flaws, but like the ones that really affect you the most, work on those. But some of them, you just kind of sweep it under the rug. I'll never forget when I used to work at a limousine company. I worked with this older lady named Annie. Shout out to you, Annie. I'm sure you're probably watching the episode, but Annie was always so cool when we would kick it. And so it would be cool hearing her perspective on things, being a little older, and then, me giving my perspective on things. But she would share with me, I can't remember what it was. It was something that her husband, Wayne, would always do. And she was like, you know what, Patrice? I don't even say nothing no more. I just go and, I don't know what it was, and fix it or whatever. You know what I mean? It ain't to just keep complaining about it every day. And that really stuck with me, and I experienced that even in my relationship. It's stuff that I do that my girlfriend just like my fiance, because
don't you ever girlfriend her.
Good, my girl. She's like, she'll get real irritated, but then she's like, you know what, I ain't gonna say nothing. The same thing with her. It's things that she do, and I'm like, damn, babe, I just told you that like for 3 months. But I'm like, okay, it's petty, it's minor, we can work around it. I ain't about to be tripping because you got the hat on the bed or something like that. You know what I mean? Minor stuff. So just, like you said, knowing what to compromise and just having a balance, staying true to yourself, but knowing what you need to change and improve on. And being able to just look yourself in the mirror, too, and be like, and know what you need, know that you need to work on some shit. Because, I think some people go into relationships thinking that it's just the other person that needs to change. And even if they need to change a lot more than you, I'm sure it's something about you that you still need to change, or something that you can improve on for the better of that relationship. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're talking to me.
Yes, I am. I am. So, you got to change, twin. You got to change. Matter of fact, get a mirror. Look, you.
Okay.
You got to change. No, but seriously, and sometimes that's a hard thing to do. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to hear it. It's hard to accept when like, when somebody's trying to tell you that you need to improve something, especially when you think you got it all under control already. But you just have to be open-minded and be open to it. Be a listener first. Be a listener.
I definitely had to learn that myself.
Did you?
And with being with people that just had a lot to change. So I think it was that I would be so focused on the fact that you got so much to change. I wasn't even really seeing that I could change some things too.
Right, to help them change too.
To help them change
expedite
too.
it.
That
You know
part,
what I mean?
part right there. So that definitely was a learning experience for me. To just, be a little bit more understanding, even if somebody totally just off the wall, and just realizing that, just checking myself too to make sure it's not nothing I could be doing differently.
Right. And it don't matter that you're the breadwinner or the male, the more dominant one in the relationship. Usually I am the more dominant one, the breadwinner or whatever. But I still know that in each relationship, there's some things that you have to change. Like, it may have been some shit in my last relationship that my last girlfriend didn't really care too much about, but this girlfriend does. You know what I mean? So, just knowing when, just taking the time to really just tap into yourself. You know what I mean? And like I said, just because you're the breadwinner don't mean I know people think because they paying all the bills and shit that they can just bully the other person. No, you know what I mean? Like, in my relationship, I still try to work on things. Like, I don't care that I'm the breadwinner. I'm not better than her. We're still equal. I still respect her just as much. So I want to give her the same things that I'm asking her to give me. You know what I mean? So I still check myself and make sure I'm good. And
that's definitely what makes relationships have a longevity, and and I feel like ultimately how you be happy in a relationship is just understanding each other, and then even just learning how to love one another, because I think a lot of people assume that love is just given, and or we all receive love the same way. You know, like some people feel like, you telling me you love me all the time, that I should feel the love. You know, we all learn how to love your partner. It's not always about, you know, everybody just receives it different. Somebody might receive it different from you actually just physically touching them and hugging them and really showing the love and spreading the love that way. Some people might just want to hear it. I think we all want to hear it, but put some action behind it. But some people need you to just listen and understand to feel like you love them and you care. Some, you know, it's just different. So try to just understand your partner's needs and learn how to love them, because we really are. We're taught different types of love. Some of us weren't loved. Some of us don't know how to love. And again, we all receive love differently. So that is, I think, a big key to
that is
happy
super
relationship.
big, super big. And if you guys aren't familiar with the book, The 5 Love Languages, there's actually like a quiz or something you could take, you and your partner can take, and you guys to find out what your love language is. So the love languages are, 1 is words of affirmation. 2 is gifts. So words of affirmation, that's, you know, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You know I love you.
I love you.
2 is gifts. Here you go, baby. Here go some roses. Here go that Versace bag. 3 is acts of service. So I'm thinking that's like, you know, just being creative, you know, maybe planning an event or something, or doing something special that you may have heard your partner talk about or something like that. 4 is quality time. So, you know, walk through the park or just sitting there watching a movie with your partner, actually sitting at the dinner table, whatever it is. And 5 is physical touch. So, you know, being affectionate all the time and stuff like that. So those are the 5 love languages. And until you really understand your partner's love language, like it's going to be a struggle. But once you really understand their love language, like yours might be gifts. I might be the type of person like, yo, I know she loved me because she bought me this bag. She bought me this. She bought me that. She loved me. Whereas my partner might just want to hear that shit. She might want to hear it every morning and make sure I say, which my fiance is actually like that. Every morning, I love you. At night, I love you. I love you. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm proud of you. You know, just words like that.
Right.
Yeah, words like that. You know, then it may be another relationship where there's somebody who likes to just cuddle all the time. Like, I'm not really too much of a cuddler, I think, because I'm an entrepreneur and our minds always going. But my fiance is a cuddler. You know what I mean? I ain't really too pressed about too much quality time. You know what I mean? Like, she wants it more than I do, should I say. But you have to know those things so that you know how to love your partner.
Exactly.
It's not about how you want to be loved. Their love language can be, and usually is, completely different than yours.
Right.
And I'm telling you, once you get it, y'all, it's going to be, I don't want to say a breeze, but it's going to be.
It's going to help a lot.
Smooth
So
step.
you're saying it's a quiz that they can take as a couple that will then identify what the love languages is for each. So then that way they can know how to. So they can just Google it or
just Google it. It's like a assessment or a couples quiz. Actually, it's right here. It's a couples quiz.
So y'all Google
it's
it.
very short. Take the time to do it. If you really want to, you know, help your relationship and just be better. Like, that's the thing too. People treat relationships like nothing. They, like, to me, it should be treated just like a business or a goal that you have. Like, you have to put work and time into it. It's not just automatically going to work. And I think some people think that, like, well, look, I love you, you love me, this is going to work.
Sometimes love is not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough. You know, so you have to really just get to know each other. And you have to just put that time into just figuring it out. Like, even if it like this, like doing a quiz, that's you investing into your relationship. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and I know some of y'all have heard this before, and some of y'all still won't get off this podcast and not do it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But do little stuff like that. Counseling. People scared of counseling. You don't have to be arguing and shit to sign up for counseling. You can sign up for counseling before that. You know what I mean? But if you are struggling, sign up for counseling. Get a third perspective. Sometimes what we're telling our partner may be true, but we've said it so many times that it's just like goes in one ear and out the other. Mm-hmm. So they may need to hear it from a professional, a third party. You know what I mean? But just like, I read books, I read stuff all the time on just how to be a better partner, how to love an Aries. My fiance is an Aries. Just anywhere I can get some tips on how to just really make her feel good, because I know if I make her feel real good, she's going to make me feel real good. I'm reading it. You know what I mean? So just invest into your relationship. If you're tired and you work all day and your partner really want to go to dinner, you got to suck it up and go to dinner. You know what I mean? That's a sacrifice. That's you putting in that time. But like I said, a lot of people just sit around and think this shit just going to be automatic and it's going to last forever without any work ethic. You know what I mean? Without any effort. So
and that's just real love to the point where you even care enough to do that, because I feel like you got to really love somebody to even care enough to care about how to make sure they feel the best and how to, you know, a lot of people in relationships for the wrong reasons, such as, you know, I know some people who are just in relationships just because there's kids involved, you know, and they just don't know how to exit out of it instead of trying to, you know, so they don't really care about maybe trying to, you know, compromise and make things better. They don't really have that love there. They're just sticking around for the kids, which I know can be tricky, especially I just know me as being a mom, I always wanted to raise my son with his father in the same home. I think we all probably naturally desire that, like the whole family.
Uh-oh, you getting a call tonight. He calling you tonight. Like you said, what, baby? I'm changed now. I'm changed. I'm a better man. Give me a chance.
Not stupid, eh? But you know, I think that's interesting, like, because some people do that, and I think it's unfortunate, and it is a catch-22 because I know it really breaks the kids, and they're just like, you got to figure out how to split the kids. Are they staying with the mom or the dad? Are they, you know, trying to make sure the kid is not feeling some type of way? I know I would be surprised when I would hear stories from adults talk about how they weren't the same since their parents divorced or just stuff like that, and I know I could probably never understand that because I've always been in a single-parent home with our wonderful mother. But I just could imagine that just being tough, and then, you know, you being unhappy and staying in it to keep your kids happy. And I know we'll do anything for our kids, so it's like we sacrificing our happiness for our kids' happiness, which
that's tough.
It's tough as hell.
That's so tough.
Definitely. So relationships are just, and then
it's like, so you can say, well, make sure you do your due diligence and make sure you find the perfect baby daddy. Man, look, they be great for like 5 years, and then some shit happen, and you know, they say you don't really know somebody until you really go through some shit, or until they go through some shit, and sometimes they don't go through some shit until 5-7 years later down the line, and that's when they're tested, and that's when you see who they really are in these type of situations. And at that point, it's too late. You already have kids, so it's definitely a sticky situation.
It is. It makes me think about just while we're just speaking on relationships, but just, you know, when you finding somebody, when you're looking for love, dating and stuff, and then you find somebody that, I mean, and I'll just speak on me because this actually did happen to me, but I remember dating somebody that I really felt like was the ideal man for me, almost in every sense of the word. I'm talking about made me feel good inside, made me, just I don't even got to get detailed, but just really everything about him was just perfect, other than for some reason I just was not fully attracted to him. And I just could not figure that out. Seriously, I never was attracted from day one. I just, you know, he was cool, and I just gave him a benefit of doubt or a chance or whatever, and didn't really even intend on going nowhere with him as far as relationship-wise. So it just was crazy to me. I couldn't figure out what the problem was. Like, dang, God, why would you send me somebody this perfect, and I really don't like him? When I tell y'all, I went like a whole year for real trying to really like this man, trying to find some attraction to him. And I mean, I literally like tried, and I was like, you shouldn't. That's when I started thinking, like, this is not right. I should not have to be forcing myself to like somebody or trying to, I should not feel disgusted when I gotta hug him, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just such a fucked up situation. It really was, because this man treated me like everything I wanted to be treated like, which is why I was willing to even try to get attracted to him, because I'm like, damn, this is what I've been looking for. I gotta find a way to like him. I never found it, but I just always thought that was interesting, and I always just wondered why. I don't know if God brought that to me to show me that the type of man I want and desire and deserve is out there. Unfortunately, it wasn't him, but it just gave me a taste of it. Like, this is what you're supposed to have. I don't know the lesson in it, but I, to this day, cannot find myself attracted to him. He, to this day, would date me if I wanted to date him. He's a great guy. But I remember even talking about it on social media, and people was just a little like, how can you? And that's crazy. I mean, people was judgmental. People just had a bunch of different things to say. It was actually Mr. 2 Weeks page, and I'm just like, look, I can't explain it.
You had commented on the post he had,
right?
And then they was, I remember,
because people was telling me like, you wasting his time, and that's unfair to him. And little did people know, I actually would communicate with him and tell him how I felt.
You did.
He the one that would make me feel like, well, in due time, and I just think with a little bit of time. So I was always very open, never played with him, never wasted his time, wasn't using him for nothing. I was genuinely trying to like him because he was really a good man, and I just never did. So that just is funny, you know. Relationships are just interesting, and just who you encounter.
I remember you going through that. I remember some days you'll wake up like, he was cute today. Like, he was kind of cute today. I think I could do this. And then it'd be like a week later, she come like, I can't do it. I'm like, dang. Because he was a really awesome dude. Yeah. He was.
He still is.
He still is, absolutely.
But I'm telling y'all, so look, if somebody got some advice.
Well, he probably doesn't watch
If he
this.
does, it's all love because it ain't nothing new, and I still got nothing but
And he
love.
knew it, so this ain't no secret.
Right. But anybody else that experienced that, like, I don't know what that meant. It just, because I know even he would say, well, love is a decision. You got to choose. You should be able to choose. I'm doing everything for you. I'm doing blah, blah, blah. You got to choose to. And I that stuck with me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to choose to like you. And I tried to like, I'm like, okay, I like you. And it just, but my body wouldn't adjust. Like, my body wouldn't, I could make it come out my mouth, but my body would not, I just, for some reason, the attraction was never there. And I'm like, how can you be with, then I thought, okay, well, maybe I can just settle for this. And, we just might not be affectionate and, just be more of like business partners. But I'm like, no, I don't want somebody that I don't want to just grab, hug, and kiss up on, and just, I don't want nobody that I don't want to be so I was like, no, I don't think that's gonna work, and I don't want that type of love. Because
you like affection, so to be with somebody you're not affectionate with, you weren't going.
Whew.
You know what? I don't know. I
don't want.
I was gonna say you did really good writing it out, and then part of me felt bad for him. It is like, cause it's like, I don't know, but you were trying to give it an honest chance, and he did know, so I take that back.
We had about 2-3 talks.
Really transparent with him,
and he the one kept making me think he would be like, well, just give it some time. I just think we'll do time. He even told me, I just think you're not an affectionate person. I'm like, no, I am.
And he made an excuse for you.
Right.
That man love you.
Right.
That man love you.
I'm like, nah, I play. I'm affectionate.
He said, give it time. I'm gonna be cute to you. Give it time. I'm gonna look good one day. One day you're gonna wake up and I'm gonna be handsome to you. Nah, for real. He was a real one though for riding it out though, and
Right. And the reality of it is, he wasn't bad. He's handsome, carries himself well. There's nothing bad I can say about him.
So
it
he's
just
handsome?
flat out. Yeah, I mean, I feel like somebody else.
Oh, okay. No, I was just trying to understand because you was talking about how he wasn't attractive, then you said
I'm saying I wasn't attracted to him. Like, I
just
wasn't
not
saying
your
he's
type.
necessarily not attracted. Like, he's not. I keep being about to say his name. We're gonna have to edit that if it slip out. But he's not ugly or he's not bad looking.
Yeah.
He carries us. He's definitely, attractive and like I said, carries himself well. Just I wasn't attracted to him. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I feel you.
It's not, it definitely sucked.
Well, I don't know if you remember. Was that when I moved to Detroit? But my first, nope, not my first. We already talked about that. Maybe my first feminine girlfriend. There we go. But you remember I was dating the dancer.
Mm-hmm. That's how you became
Anyway,
one. She's
I
a low-key
hang out
dancer.
at Deja Vu in Detroit.
And she can move them clappers.
Who can move the clappers?
You.
You know what?
I can't wait till we
I'm
really take the video. We got to bring the episode
and you think
to your
I'm
house.
Move my clappers in the video?
Why not? But you said we being raw and real with the people, right? Let them see what really going on behind this mic.
That's my only fans. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, we'll charge them $1 to
But
subscribe.
listen, her, right? I don't know if you remember her, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if you remember, I was not attracted to her
I do.
at all. Like the same thing.
I think you had told me that.
I used to be like, goodness. But I was like, I thought it was cool that she was feminine. And I was like, shit, I'm trying to date a feminine girl. And she was so cool and thoughtful. Like, she would bring me food. She stayed an hour and like 20 minutes away from me. She was going back and forth, coming to my games. Man, she was so supportive. So I was like, damn, like. And at that time, I was a broke college student. And she was a dancer. So, you know what I mean?
Y'all do the math.
Y'all do the math. 0 + 1 = stay.
Hello.
You know what I mean? So, it really, I kept just trying to fight through it. I remember it was really to the point where I would literally sometimes be disgusted. Like, I don't know what it was. I think a tiny part of it too, was me just accepting that, like, damn, you're really a lesbian. You know what I mean? But then also too, like, she just wasn't the most attractive to me. Popping body. You hear me? But anyway, saying that to say.
Because you did grow to like her,
Absolutely.
right? Like,
I
actually
grew to
love her.
I really did. And I think she's beautiful now, so it's strange to me. I don't know what happened, but she's beautiful. And I think I was just young and dumb. You know, you young, you mad picky, like, Right. If she don't look like Bernice, I don't want her.
Little shit. You be the corner of her eye greasy.
Right. She got food in the crack of her lip. But I think I was just, I don't know. I really don't know. But I think I was maturing while I was with her and realizing, like, love is deeper than looks, first of all.
Yeah,
and so I started to love her, like, from the inside out. And I think that's what made me just feel like she was beautiful overall. Like, you know. But it's strange, though, because, like I said, now, like, physically, I really do feel like she is beautiful. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it was me. Maybe it's us, twin.
I don't know.
maybe it's us.
Let's seek help.
I don't know. But that was cool, though, how I was able to love her. I always would tell people that story, like, hang in there. You never know. You might fall in love with the person. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I know.
We had a nice couple years. We were together for a couple years, and I still, to this day, got mad respect for her. Still have a love for her. And, yeah, she's beautiful. Just wanted to be clear in case you watched this.
Right. You don't know who watching.
Right. So, we can go ahead and let's see here. We're going to wrap. Let's go on and
Yeah, I think we done talked a nice little amount about relationships
and about me.
And about it's a lot to know about you.
Strange.
We still got to talk about your.
We
still got to talk about all your 20 different careers and just all type of stuff. So your life is a little more interesting than mine. So it's okay. I'm here for support.
You to go out and rob a bank or something. We gotta have something to talk about. We gotta have something
you want me to tell about that?
What? Come on, say it. Come on.
I'm just giving you a
keep blast now.
Walmart.
Let me see. Because y'all know this 6ix9ine. Walmart. No, give me another hint. I don't ain't no shame in my game.
No.
I'm breaking down the bag like Jane, boo.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Right now, on blast, what you talking about Walmart.
No.
Right now. You brought it up. Say it.
No.
Say it.
I cannot.
That's what I thought. She's scared, y'all. She's scared. You can't be on this podcast.
You know what?
Nah. And not be open.
Man.
This might be a one-man show after this episode.
Be too goddamn serious and judgmental and just, I be having to think twice about stuff. But sometimes people, you say one little thing, you joke, they take it, they get serious. And I know at the end of the day, I need to not give a rat's ass.
Okay.
Because I can't control it.
Because they're going to do it anyway. You
right.
can say, I love Jesus. Somebody going to be like, oh my God, why would you love him? Like, come on. Like,
I was just laughing at when we had the keys to Walmart. I can't believe you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Get up in there. Back when I had some thoughts.
What thoughts did you have? Because maybe you was about to rob me or something. Goddamn, keep this rolling.
Let me be clear. I ain't never robbed a goddamn thing.
Yeah,
it's just funny because it was such an opportunity too, and it was just funny and we just.
Next time, don't bring up nothing if you ain't gonna get no details. Don't be on here bringing shit up and then not elaborate. Punk ass. I'm gonna get her to talk about it next episode, y'all. You gonna sit here and break it down.
It's such an inside joke that nobody won't even get it. That's why I was just saying it to you because it's such an inside joke.
Clearly, because I'm trying to get it. I'm like, look, my Walmart days was my struggling days. I'm like, what?
Right.
What happened? What didn't happen at Walmart?
No.
But yeah, so for the quote of the week.
Yes, the quote of the week
Go ahead, drop it, twin.
You do not need someone to complete you. You only need someone to accept you completely.
Right.
And I'll repeat that again just a little slower so y'all can really understand. You don't need someone to complete you. You only need someone to accept you completely.
Not a part of you.
Yes.
Completely.
Yes.
So
remember that. Remember, like we say, stay true to you.
Love yourself.
Own who you are.
More than you love anybody else.
Yes.
You do not need anyone else to complete you. People can come into your life and be an addition to your life. They can add to it, but you don't need them. You shouldn't need them to complete you.
Right.
You know, I've been seeing a lot of these murders going on too, where like people breaking up with their partners and they killing their partners. I'm like, damn, I know it hurts, but love yourself a little bit more to the point where you don't risk your whole fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, and that's about, I think, where people are going wrong. We don't love ourselves enough. So when somebody leaves us, we feel like we're about to lose a lot. Right. We don't feel complete. You know what I mean? We feel like we're about to be incomplete if they leave. So then we get scared and then we like, well, fuck that. If I'm gonna feel like this, you gonna feel like this, and that I can't have you, can't nobody have you. But definitely find a way to just be complete with yourself, and only allow people in your life that accept you completely.
Yes,
not partially and none of that shit. You're gonna accept me 110%. Exactly. You feel me? So, love yourself, y'all. We're gonna be real repetitive with that, man, because a lot of us are not loving ourselves. We think so, but it's like our love for ourselves is dependent on other people's love for us, and it shouldn't be like that. You feel me? So love yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms.
Yes, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Please share this video, y'all. If you can, share it on Facebook, Instagram, all that. Tell your friends about us. We'll have some merch coming in a few weeks. We'll have some guests coming in a few weeks too. Yeah. So thank you so for your support so far. And we look forward to continuing this journey with you guys. So.
And lastly, don't hesitate to leave any questions in the comments or even email us at info@TapInWithTheTwins. If y'all have any subjects, comments, opinions, whatever it may be, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would love to hear from y'all.
Tapping out.
Hey.
Twins.
Tap out.
Peace.